When you watch Lionel Messi, it's easy to think it's all magic. That left foot, those tight dribbles, those impossible finishes. But here's the thing most people miss. Messi isn't one-footed. He's one-foot dominant. And there's a big difference. The secret? He uses both feet intelligently, even if one does the heavy lifting. His right foot might not grab the headlines, but it's the hidden architect, helping him balance, fake, and glide past defenders. Whether it's a quick control, a disguised touch, or a setup before a left foot strike, Messi's two-foot coordination turns impossible angles into goal-scoring moments. Watch closely and you'll notice how seamlessly he shifts weight between both legs, staying low and compact. That's what allows him to move through tight spaces without losing rhythm. His right foot isn't just supportive, it's the reason his left foot can shine so freely. Messi's genius isn't magic, it's mastery through balance. In modern football, using both feet effectively isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. The game has become faster, tighter, and more unpredictable. Defenders press from every angle, space disappears in seconds, and one-dimensional players are easily neutralized. Being two-footed gives you options, to turn either way under pressure, to pass out of tight spaces, or to strike when defenders least expect it. It adds fluidity to your movement and makes your body language unreadable. Look at players like Messi, Bernardo Silva, and Foden. They use both feet not just to dribble, but to manipulate the tempo of the game. When you can control, pass, and move with either foot, defenders hesitate, and hesitation creates opportunities. It's what separates good players from great ones, the ability to think and act freely without being trapped by their stronger side. Two-footed play is modern football's ultimate advantage. In this video, we broke down how to use both feet like Messi, from balance and body positioning to training your weaker foot, adding disguise, and keeping your movement flowing. These tips will help you become more unpredictable, confident, and effective on the pitch. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more pro-level breakdowns, and share it with your teammates so you can all level up together. C. Using both feet effectively isn't about scoring screamers with your weak foot. It's about using it as a tool for balance, disguise, and flow. Watch Messi closely. When he dribbles, he constantly shifts the ball across both feet, even if he ends up striking with his left. That quick touch with the right keeps defenders guessing. It resets his body shape, opens passing angles, and buys him milliseconds. And in football, that's everything. But here's what most players miss. Functional two-footedness is as much mental as it is physical. It's about knowing when to use your weak foot, even if it's not perfect. Every touch is a decision, a subtle signal to your opponents that they can't predict your next move. When Messi nudges the ball with his right foot before cutting left, he's not just controlling it, he's creating options. A defender might commit too early, leaving a lane open for a pass or a dribble. Your weak foot becomes a strategic extension of your game, not a limitation. Even at the most basic level, practicing this builds confidence. You start to trust that your weaker foot can handle pressure, control tight spaces, and keep the flow going. The ball stops being stuck and becomes part of your rhythm. When both feet work together, the field opens up, and suddenly, what looked impossible becomes routine. To use both feet like Messi, first fix your body balance. Messi's center of gravity is always low, knees bent, core engaged. That allows him to pivot off either leg instantly. Drill this. Practice short touches with alternating feet while slightly leaning forward. Don't stay upright. Get low. When you're low, your change of direction becomes explosive. Remember, Messi doesn't rely on speed. He relies on balance. Balance isn't just about standing firm. It's about being ready to react in any direction. Even when sprinting, Messi's weight distribution allows him to absorb contact from defenders while keeping the ball close. Your feet become your stabilizers, your legs your shock absorbers. Try this. Move in small, quick steps, shifting your weight from one foot to the other, keeping your knees bent and core tight. The moment you master low, controlled posture, both feet start working in harmony. Every touch becomes precise, every cut sharper, and your movement far more unpredictable to defenders. Most players only train their dominant foot, but Messi mastered the art of the support foot. That means using the weaker foot to control, set, and escape pressure. Here's a drill. Pass against a wall using your weaker foot. Control with the weaker foot again, not the stronger one. Repeat until it feels natural. Messi uses his right foot to trap awkward passes, nudge the ball into space, or fake a pass before dragging it back with the left. That's functional two-footedness. The key is consistency. Small, repetitive touches develop muscle memory and confidence. Even under pressure, your weaker foot should feel reliable. Start slow, focus on accuracy, then increase speed. Soon, your weaker foot will not just support, it will actively create opportunities, giving you the unpredictability that defines elite players like Messi. Messi's two-footed use isn't just technical, it's psychological. He sells movements with both legs. A small right foot feint, a drop of the shoulder, and boom, he's gone left. Try this in training. Perform 1v1 drills where your goal isn't to beat your defender, it's to confuse them. Shift your weight, roll the ball with one foot, then cut with the other. The idea is to make your body unpredictable. When both feet can move the ball, defenders can't read you. It's about creating doubt in your opponent's mind. Every slight shift, touch, or feint can make them hesitate, giving you extra milliseconds to exploit space. Practice combinations of feints, touches, and sudden direction changes using both feet. Over time, these micro-movements become instinctive. Your weaker foot stops being a liability and instead becomes a tool of deception. The more natural this feels, the more unstoppable you become in tight situations, controlling both the ball and the mind of your defender. Messi rarely shoots with his right, but when he does, it's precise. Why? Because he trains it for utility, not highlight reels. Start small. Practice short passes and cutbacks with your weaker foot every session. Then progress to inside foot finishes from close range. It's not about power, it's about placement and confidence. The more you trust your weak foot, the more fluent your movement becomes, even when you don't use it. Developing your weak foot requires patience and repetition. Begin with simple wall passes, focusing on control and accuracy. Gradually increase the distance and complexity. Pass to moving targets, combine with dribbling, or practice one-touch finishing. The key is to simulate real game situations so your weaker foot becomes reliable under pressure. Also, integrate it into your finishing drills. Don't just strike at random. Aim for corners, low and high targets, or quick cutbacks. Over time, your weaker foot will feel natural, almost as if it's an extension of your dominant foot. This confidence allows you to execute passes and shots in tight spaces, maintain fluidity, and keep defenders guessing. When both feet are capable, you expand your options and become far more unpredictable on the pitch. Finally, watch how Messi keeps the ball in constant motion. He rarely stops it dead. It's always rolling, always alive. When you use both feet naturally in your rhythm, defenders can't time their tackles. Your dribbling becomes a dance, one where both feet play the music. So, practice rhythm touches, inside left, inside right, roll, drag, touch. Keep the ball moving, never stuck. Flow isn't just about speed, it's about seamless transitions between touches and directions. Every step, every shift of weight, every touch contributes to the rhythm. Start by walking with the ball, alternating touches between feet, gradually increasing your pace while maintaining control. Then add changes of direction, feints, and small bursts of acceleration. The goal is to make your movement fluid so that even under pressure, your ball never stops. When both feet work together in this rhythm, you can manipulate defenders effortlessly. They struggle to predict your next move, giving you space to pass, shoot, or dribble past them. Incorporate this into 1v1 or small-sided games, and soon your weaker foot won't feel like a limitation. It becomes a natural part of your control and creativity on the field. The ball moves like an extension of your body, and your game becomes unstoppable. Using both feet effectively like Messi isn't about symmetry, it's about control, disguise, and rhythm. One foot leads, the other supports. Together, they make you unpredictable, balanced, and unstoppable. If you train like that, smart, not just hard, your weaker foot will stop being weak. It'll just be your other foot. Remember, developing both feet takes time, patience, and repetition. Don't rush the process. Focus on building confidence in small steps. Start with simple touches and short passes, then gradually add dribbles, feints, and finishing drills. Combine these exercises with awareness and decision-making so your weaker foot becomes an instinctive part of your play. The biggest difference between a good player and a great player isn't just skill, it's versatility. When you can move, pass, and shoot with either foot, you open up more options, create more space, and force defenders to second-guess every decision. That unpredictability is what separates elite players from the rest. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Make sure to like the video, subscribe for more pro-level tips, and share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments, which part of Messi's game should we decode next? Your journey to mastering both feet starts now.